Okay. Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. I'm gonna try and share this again. Is it showing up? Okay. All right. So where was I? I don't know where you guys. Well, so right. All right. So have contracts. Go online, do the research, pull together your own contract, customize it for you, and hopefully, at some point, as the business is doing well, you can always have it reviewed by an attorney later. But doing that work, even though it's kind of a pain, is going to actually really get you familiar with the contracts, but also give you something that's going to protect you a lot better than like buying something offline. Or you'll also start to see how things are different by industry and by practice. So definitely look at a lot of examples. All right. Annual statements, we talked about those. I do want you to know, especially with entities, we've talked a lot about limiting your liability. If you sign a personal guarantee, that means you're personally on the hook. So if there's a personal guarantee in the lease, when you get company credit cards at first, it's always personally guaranteed. That means you're personally liable. It doesn't matter that you have an entity. You're liable for all of it. One of the reasons to get that EIN and to start building your credit history, getting company credit cards for the company as opposed to personal cards, is that over time you actually do build up a credit history for the company. And then over time, you don't have to personally guarantee things. Over time, landlords are going to look at your company history and say, okay, they're not a risk. We can negotiate this out. Credit cards won't ask for it anymore. Certain loans and lines of credit at the bank won't ask for it anymore. So it becomes really important to start building that so that you can limit your liability even further. Let's see. I'm trying to see what else is here. All right. Another thing that I'll just mention really quickly, we won't be able to go into it too much, but independent contractor versus employee. The laws have changed a lot right now, and so it makes it really difficult for a company to classify someone as an independent contractor versus a W-2 employee. Having an entity is a must for a lot of companies. So if you're an individual and you're engaging in business, especially anything services, there are a lot of companies out there who will not hire you unless you have an entity. So creating that LLC or that corporation makes you much more hireable in your line of work as well. So it's a really good thing to have. And then some of the other things I had to talk about were related to intellectual property. We'll be doing a whole section on that next week. So you can tune in then and find out about protecting your name. All right, let's see. Trying to escape here. All right.
All right. Well, I'm taking over for Ariel to say thank you for all coming. We had a major computer brick in the middle of all this, but we figured out that the stream starts right back up again, which is great. So thank you all for joining us. Jess, when's the date of the next one?
I think it's next Thursday.
All right. So next Thursday, we'll be sending out invites to that, and we're going to talk about what?
Intellectual property, so trademark and copyright and trade secret.
All right. So very important to the artists among us. Well, I'm John from Creative Collective. I appreciate you all coming, and I'll see you next week.